What do you think when you see this wrinkled, slimy creature crawling across the ocean floor? Most people would call it disgusting. A sea slug barely worth a second glance. But what if I told you that a single specimen can sell for $500, and that divers risk their lives 200 feet underwater to harvest what's become a $10 billion global industry? Welcome to the hidden world of sea cucumber, diving, where ancient luxury meets modern desperation. Join me as we uncover how these living treasures fuel a multi-million-dollar black market that's reshaping entire ocean ecosystems. People see sea cucumbers as nothing more than ocean garbage. Spineless, motionless blobs littering the seafloor. But what they don't realize is that these creatures are living gold mines, literally filtering tons of sediment and turning worthless sand into precious protein. Tati'in, industrial-scale operations I've witnessed involve floating processing cities, massive ships equipped with decompression chambers, medical facilities, and holding tanks worth millions. A single successful expedition can harvest 50 tons of sea cucumbers in just 2 weeks, generating $3 million in raw revenue. These aren't your typical fishing boats. They're sophisticated underwater mining platforms, complete with GPS tracking systems that map cucumber populations with military precision. Each diver carries equipment worth $15,000, custom diving suits, underwater communication systems, and specialized harvesting tools. But here's where the story takes a darker turn. The most valuable species don't live in shallow, safe waters. They hide in the abyss, where only the most desperate or most skilled dare to venture. At 200 feet below the surface, where sunlight dies and pressure becomes a killer, I met divers who descend into what they call the death zone. Here, the water temperature drops to 39 degrees Celsius, and nitrogen narcosis can turn experienced professionals into confused children within minutes. These underwater warriors battle crushing pressure that would implode a car, armed only with decades of experience and equipment that costs more than most people's homes. A single dive suit rated for these depths runs $25,000, while the decompression process alone takes 4 hours. 4 hours where one mistake means death. But the rewards justify the risks. At these depths, they find the golden sea cucumbers, specimens that can reach 18 inches long and weigh up to 3 pounds. A single perfect specimen sells for $800 in Asian markets, making each dive potentially worth $50,000. I watched Miguel, a 15-year veteran, harvest 200 pounds in a single 6-hour dive. That's $80,000 worth of product extracted from depths where submarines fear to go. His hands shake from the cold, but his eyes shine with the thrill of liquid gold. Yet thousands of miles away, a completely different story unfolds, one where ancient wisdom challenges modern madness. Thousands of miles away, in the remote atolls of the Pacific where generations of Polynesian families have perfected the art of free diving, I discovered a world where 70-year-old grandmothers can hold their breath for 4 minutes and dive 100 feet using nothing but a wooden spear and decades of inherited knowledge. Here, they don't need million-dollar equipment or decompression chambers. 3 generations of the Taumalolo family showed me techniques passed down through 200 years of tradition. Reading ocean currents, predicting cucumber movements, and identifying the most valuable species by touch alone. Their tools are beautifully simple. Hand-woven baskets, carved bone knives, and an intimate understanding of lunar cycles that determines when sea cucumbers emerge from their sandy hideouts. What takes industrial operations weeks to accomplish, these families achieve in days using methods that haven't changed since their great-great-grandfathers first touched the ocean floor. But here's the shocking part. Their traditional harvest methods actually produce more valuable specimens. The stress-free collection process preserves the cucumber's natural texture, making their catch worth 300% more than mechanically harvested alternatives. And speaking of value, you won't believe where these underwater treasures end up, or what people are willing to pay for them. In the exclusive restaurants of Hong Kong, Tokyo, and Singapore, where Michelin stars determine social status and a single meal costs more than most people's monthly salary, sea cucumbers aren't just food. They're edible status symbols. The preparation process is an art form requiring 3 days of soaking, boiling, and precise temperature control. Master chefs spend 5 years learning to properly rehydrate these marine treasures, transforming rubber-like creatures into delicacies with the texture of the finest abalone. At the prestigious Jade Dragon restaurant in Macau, I witnessed a single braised sea cucumber dish sell for $400 per serving. The largest specimens, called Buddha's hand for their distinctive shape, command prices of $2,500 per pound at exclusive auctions in Beijing, but the ultimate prize is the Japanese processed theater cucumber, aged for 18 months and selling for an astronomical $3,000 per pound. These aren't just ingredients. They're living investments, stored in temperature-controlled vaults like fine wine or precious gems. Yet this luxury comes at a cost that extends far beyond money, threatening the very future of our oceans. The numbers are staggering and terrifying. In just 20 years, global sea cucumber populations have declined by 80%. What took millions of years of evolution to perfect? human greed has nearly destroyed in 2 decades. Climate change compounds the crisis. Rising ocean temperatures disrupt breeding cycles, while ocean acidification dissolves the calcium carbonate that cucumbers need to survive. Scientists predict complete population collapse within 15 years unless immediate action is taken. But there's hope. Innovative aquaculture programs in Australia and Chile are successfully breeding sea cucumbers in controlled environments, while traditional communities like the Taumalolo family are leading conservation efforts, establishing protected breeding zones and sustainable harvesting. Quotas. The solution requires balancing profit with preservation, supporting communities whose livelihoods depend on the sea, while protecting the marine ecosystems that sustain us all. It's a delicate dance between ancient wisdom and modern science, because ultimately, the future of these underwater treasures lies in our hands, and our choices today will determine whether future generations inherit abundance or emptiness. So the next time you see that wrinkled, seemingly worthless creature in a nature documentary, remember, you're looking at liquid gold that's reshaping global economics and challenging human courage every single day. This isn't just a story about sea cucumbers. It's about the hidden industries that connect remote villages to luxury markets, where traditional knowledge battles modern technology, and where the line between survival and sustainability grows thinner every year. What other hidden industries do you think shape our world in ways we never imagined? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more untold stories that reveal the extraordinary within the ordinary.